Landry Lawyers.
We've seen a few scattered showers and thunderstorms across the area today, especially along the coast, but most of the rain is to our north with heavy rain and thunderstorms in North Carolina, and that is slowly sinking southward. That's going to stay in our area for the next couple of days. Because of that, we do have a flood watch in effect for North Carolina through tomorrow. Probably not going to be issued for South Carolina, but we are expecting a good deal of rain over the next couple of days into the weekend. On average, 2 to 4 inches of rain. Some areas could see more than that. So this should be a good soaking rain over the next couple of days. Our forecast for tonight, mostly cloudy with those showers and thunderstorms continuing for tomorrow. I'll let you know what this means for the weekend forecast coming up.
Coverage you can count on at 5 starts now.
Right now on News 13 at 5, we'll hear from a PD farmer who describes the impact the ongoing drought in South Carolina has had on his crops.
Plus, the reason the U.S. Department of Education is investigating one PD school district.
Then the latest details in the ongoing war between the U.S. and Iran as lawmakers debate over passing a War Powers Resolution Act. Thanks for joining us for News 13 at 5. I'm Adriana Lawrence.
And I'm Annette Pegler. Drought conditions across the state have farmers fighting to save their crops.
And for some, it can be a financial toll on how they produce and save acres of crops. News 13's Eric Cooper is live in Florence County. And Eric, you spoke with a local farmer who has been feeling the pressure from the conditions. What did he tell you?
Well, Annette, Adriana, Charles Brigman is a farmer of 4 decades, and he says crops like the ones you see behind me can have him financially break even or in the red. According to the U.S. Drought Monitor, just updated today, our area of the PD is either under severe or extreme drought conditions. Thousands of crops like corn, soybeans, and cotton make up much of local agriculture. I asked Brigman, who is not only a farmer but the president of the Florence County Farm Bureau, about his crops and added expenses he has to deal with.
Dry, extremely dry. We started out with some rain in the early spring, and I thought it was going to be a good year. And this is about half or a third of the size we normally have. And that's dry weather corn. Chemicals, fertilizer, diesel fuel, and everything is so expensive now is that you have to be real careful.
Now, coming up at 6, hear more from Brigman about how some options like irrigation may be good for some, but very costly for others. Reporting live in Florence County, Eric Cooper, News 13.
Eric, thank you. The Marion County School District says it is under investigation by the U.S. Department of Education. It's unclear why Marion County is being investigated, but a news release from earlier this month from the Department of Education announced it was launching a national K-12 initiative to protect students from adult sexual predators in schools. We were told by a district spokesperson that it has not been provided with details about why it was included in the Education Department's investigation. You can read much more about this case on our website, WBTW.com.
Horry County Fire Rescue crews say a firefighter was sent to the hospital with minor injuries after a house fire this morning. Crews arrived to the scene at Lakewood Camping Resort just after 5 a.m., where the back of a house was damaged along with some parts on the inside. The fire was under control just an hour later and is being investigated with assistance from the Surfside Beach Fire Department.
Darlington County deputies say a man is facing multiple charges in connection with a stabbing death. Deputies say Darius Johnson faces a murder charge along with possession of a weapon during a violent crime. Johnson is accused of stabbing someone to death with a knife during an argument. The incident took place in the area of Sweetbriar Road back on July 15th. Deputies were called originally for a possible overdose where they found the victim with multiple wounds. And Johnson is being held in the W. Glenn Campbell Detention Center and has been denied bond on all charges.
Several people were taken to the hospital after a 2-vehicle crash in North Myrtle Beach. City officials say the crash happened on Highway 31 near Water Tower Road this morning and that 3 people were involved in the incident. Emergency crews used spreaders to remove the people from both vehicles. Officials say all patients were taken to the hospital and are in stable condition.
Well, the town of Timminsville officially has a new police chief. Preston Ford III was named the new chief following the resignation of former Chief James Allen. Ford brings 17 years of law enforcement experience along the East Coast and is scheduled to be officially sworn in on August 3rd.
News 13 is your local election headquarters, and former governor and congressman of South Carolina Mark Sanford announced that he plans to run for South Carolina senator. Sanford was first elected to Congress in 1994 in the same class as the late Senator Lindsey Graham. He served for 3 terms, was elected South Carolina governor in 2002, and was re-elected to the House in a special election in 2013. A budget hawk, Sanford pointed to the country's national debt as a motivating factor for his Senate bid now.
The U.S. House of Representatives has wrapped up its summer work period, and members are heading home to their districts. House Republicans are touting a string of legislative wins, while Democrats are already shifting their focus to November's midterm elections. One of the biggest battles still ahead, President Trump's push to pass his Save America election reform bill in the Senate.
His patience is running out. He wants to see as much of the Save America passed as possible by the August recess.
For his part, House Majority Leader Senator John Thune responded to Levitt's comments this afternoon, saying maybe the White House should get on the phone and get some votes.
As fighting ramps up between the U.S. and Iran, Congress is trying to rein in the president's power to continue the war. 4 Republicans this morning joined Democrats in passing a war powers resolution in the House. And
News Nation Washington correspondent Maddie Beer-Temple reports on the frustration in Congress as the conflict continues.
The U.S. and Iran continue trading fire as the conflict nears 5 months and lawmakers grow frustrated with the war.
18 American troops dead, more than 400 wounded, all in the name of an ill-conceived and ill-begotten war.
House Democrats, joined by 4 Republicans, passed a resolution Thursday to stop military action in Iran. It's largely symbolic and won't be signed by the president, who today compared the war to other conflicts.
1 is too many, but it's 18, whereas in Vietnam we lost 200,000.
Senate Democrats, meanwhile, failed to pass their war powers resolution amid Republican opposition.
We didn't start this war. We did not, but we will finish it.
Most Republicans in Congress, including Indiana's Aaron Houchin, are sticking by the president.
A nuclear Iran is a threat to not just the Middle East, but it is a real threat to the American people.
Virginia Senator Tim Kaine says Congress has other ways to protest.
We have to use the appropriations process.
Meanwhile, the war is intensifying. President Trump says the U.S. will destroy 1 bridge or power plant in Iran for every time they shoot at a ship in the Strait of Hormuz. That's a key waterway for oil shipping.
We cannot let them ever even think about having a nuclear weapon.
The president says a deal with the country is stalled.
They're not ready yet. They got some evil intentions.
Meanwhile, the national average cost of a gallon of gas is now $4.09, up 15 cents from a week ago. Maddie Beer-Temple, News Nation, Washington.
Well, Tropical Storm Bertha brought coastal flooding to New Orleans after making landfall east of the city. The National Weather Service warned citizens of impending threats, including damaging winds, storm surges, and flooding rain. A resident captured this footage off of the coast of one lake in the area where flooding was expected to rise 2 to 4 inches above normally dry land.
News 13 on-time traffic, sponsored by Joy Law Firm. Just call Joy.
And traffic not too bad right now on 501 between CCU and Carolina Forest. Just the normal slowdowns at the traffic lights. No problems right now on 544. Drive times along the Grand Strand on 501 from Carolina Forest to CCU. That's going to take 18 minutes. 17 in both directions along the Grand Strand. That's moving slower than normal as well. In the Flores area, looking okay. No problems in town. I-95 moving along nicely. Currently on 95 from TV Road to 76. That'll take 9 minutes. Palmetto from 5 Points to Irby Street will take 5 minutes. And 52 from Palmetto to I-95 will take 7 minutes.
Thank you. Our News 13 sports team headed over to Conway today for WBTW's annual Blitz Media Day at Crooked Oak Tavern, where Sports Director Chris Parks and sports anchor Gianna Forbes got to talk with over 20 different high school football teams.
Where was our invite? News 13's Gianna Forbes joins us live in the studio with more about today's event. Hey, Gianna.
Yeah, guys, it's a packed house today at Crooked Oak Tavern. Chris and I getting to hear from high school football teams across the Grand Strand and the PD about what their team is bringing to the table this year. Food, football, and future talks of what team strengths are, the rivalries they're looking forward to, of course, and the standout players that you should be looking out for this season. All main topics of conversation, but a big one, the seniors of these teams. West Florence senior wide receiver Corey Patterson already reflecting on what this year is going to mean to him.
It's like, it's crazy because it goes by so fast. You just got to leave everything on the field, knowing I only get one more year to do it.
Many of these schools was young firecrackers just starting their high school football journey, now learning from veterans on these teams during the offseason and as practice starts this coming week. A huge thank you to Crooked Oak Tavern as well. This is the 4th year they've hosted our sports team at WBTW, along with all of the teams that come out to get food and talk about their upcoming season. In studio, Gianna Forbes, News 13 Sports.
And we've got rain on the way across our part of the Carolinas, and it'll be much needed rain as well. I'll have a look at how much we're expecting coming up next.